Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your monthly reading. We're going to get into it. This is a monthly reading, but whenever you see this reading, consider it as timeless because messages come to people when they're meant to come to people. So thank you for being here. All right. Y'all be sure, as always, to like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe. Hype up the video if you find that you have some hypes and you want to hype up the video. Okay, it is very helpful for the channel. Let me know if it resonates in the description below, but make sure, most importantly, that you go with what you know. All right, don't bring anything into your life that does not belong. We're going to be doing the four corners reading for you guys as well. Air signs are also done. I would suggest that you guys watch all of your major placements. Rising sign has been coming up a lot, so definitely including your sun, moon, rising, possibly Venus, and maybe North Node, okay? Possibly Mars as well. Anyway, let's get into it for you guys, Taurus. I hope you're doing well. If you want to book a personal, all of that information is below. Let's see, guardian angels, archangels, spirit guides and ancestors of the highest vibration, Father, Mother, God, for Taurus when it comes to this month. What is it that Taurus needs to know? We have self and identity, which is, Lord, the Eight of Swords. Lord. But you may identify as an air sign, specifically. You could have Gemini rising. Take out resonates. Okay, career, money, the world. Who got that? I think Gemini got that. You could be dealing with a Gemini for real. Okay. When we have the next quadrant here is love and relationships, judgment. Okay. And then the hidden realms, 10 of cups. Okay. Scorpio energy is strong. So this month you could be dealing with a lot of Scorpios, or just that Scorpio energy could be really strong. Also Aquarius, Taurus, and Leo. And also Gemini, all right? You guys right now with yourself or your identity could be feeling very alone. You guys could be feeling like black sheeps, okay? The oddball out, the weird one, the one that people kind of like ostracize. You could feel very disconnected from your community or your family, maybe even your friends. And it's like you may just have a different mindset. There's something, Taurus, that you believe, or there's a way of thinking that you have that you are kind of afraid to share with people. There may be something like a hobby or something you enjoy to do that you may feel like would scare people, or you're afraid to share with people because of how they may judge you or criticize you for it. So you don't really talk about this because you feel like you can't talk about it. And I feel like that's because you're kind of afraid to talk about it because you're thinking of how people may look at you differently if they knew this about you. Okay. I'm not exactly sure what that is, but it's disconnecting you from your emotional space, from your heart space. Now with career and money, you have the World card. So you could have a position that's coming to an end or a job that's coming to an end, either by choice or not. And you guys may be, starting to understand that something needs to end. Now's the time. All right. You could also be trying to protect yourself. Some of you guys could have online businesses. Maybe you're purchasing insurance or some type of protection, legalities. That's what I'm getting with that, to protect your business or your job. But there's a cycle of your career or how you earn money that's coming to an end. But I feel like you're going to understand why. If this already happened, you're going to understand why it happened. Okay. If it hasn't happened yet, you will understand there is a bigger picture for why whatever that is taking place. Now with love and relationships, this could be love or personal relationships in your life. You have the Judgment card. So I kind of feel like Spirit is trying to get you to have a wake-up call about the people that you have relationships with. The Four of Cups is at the bottom. Interesting. So like when it comes to yourself and when it comes to your identity, right? If you're afraid to tell your friends or your family or people who you have relationships personally with, if you're afraid to tell them about something about yourself or talk to them about what you believe because you fear that they may, judge you, that's what this is. And it's like that spirit's way of saying, okay, hey, hey, if that's how you feel about these people, then are they really your friends? Does this person really love you? Do they really care for you or care about you? Like, spirit is asking you, like, if you can't talk to these people about how you really feel or express yourself, or they don't make you feel included, then why are you around them, right? Like, it's that type of energy with the love section. I feel like spirit is trying to get you to ask yourself those questions, because people who love you, they may not always agree with you. They may not always tell you what you want to hear, but they more than not should be supportive, right? Or at least understanding. They shouldn't be simple-minded or small-minded, trying to squeeze you into a box or fit you into something that's uncomfortable for you, make you do things that are uncomfortable for you. That's what spirit is trying to wake you up to, in my opinion. Okay. Now, with the hidden realms, you have the 10 of Cups. So there's something underneath the surface, possibly in your subconscious, that has to do with your everyday existence, like what you do every day, what makes you happy, what you look forward to, what drives you to wake up in the morning. They want you to pay attention to that, okay? That's something that's being highlighted this month. Like, what do you do every day? What is your routine? What motivates you, okay? And how do those things play a role in the decisions that you make every day? Some of you guys are feeling really rejected when it comes to situations in your life. You may be feeling very dejected, rejected, detached, bored. It's like you don't want to be stressed anymore. You don't want to be left out. You don't want to feel anxious. Some of you could have a job or a career that's coming to an end, either because you quit or get fired, whatever. Maybe the position is eliminated, whatever it is. But it's highlighting the fact that you weren't actually happy doing that anyway. It's like everything this month is getting you to question what you really want to be doing with your life. That's what I feel. And especially if this is like family, you feel like family members judge you. You feel like people make fun of you or criticize you. They're overly critical of you. That's all of what this is kind of like focusing on and about. It's like, do you really like these people? Like, are they really your friends? Do they really care about you? Okay. The 8 of Swords, Queen of Wands, and the 4 of Swords. Yeah, it's like, I felt that burp. You guys, there's something that you like to do that other people don't like to do. This could even be your sexuality. Maybe you're gay and you feel like you can't tell people about it. Or maybe you have a certain political belief, or I don't know. It's something that you like to do that people have made you feel bad about in the past, so you don't talk about it, right? If you have a group of friends and you like to knit, and they're like, that's so lame. You like to knit? Who knits anymore? And it makes you feel bad about liking to knit. So you don't talk about all of the good projects that you do, or all of the creative, knitting things that you end up doing. And then you resent what you like and you resent those people. And it's your mind. It's the way you think. It's what people say to you. It's how you communicate. And it's like, you being very passionate and confident about something because you feel like it's a part of your identity. It's like someone is making you feel bad about it, or they're making you out to be something weird, or call you crazy. You're weird. That's what's going on with your identity. You're having a challenge with that right now. I feel like you guys could definitely be you could definitely be in a position where someone is trying to bully you into not talking about things that you enjoy to do, and that's not good. Or it's like maybe you haven't even told this person whatever this is, and you haven't told them because you know the way that they're going to react or respond is going to be negative or critical. Wow. Some of you guys may need to get more rest at night. I feel like you could have trouble sleeping because you're anxious about how people see you, how they view you, okay? With career and money, 5 of Cups and the Tower. Yeah, this could be a sudden loss of a job or a sudden change in your career. It's like all of a sudden you're tired of doing something. You don't want to do it anymore. Feels like midlife crisis energy, but it doesn't have to be a midlife crisis. It could just be like all of a sudden you're like, dang, I don't like doing this. Like, I don't want to come into this office every day. Or I don't want to be here. But for some of you, you could be getting fired suddenly. Or you could have gotten fired suddenly. You're going to understand why. I feel like the company sold, maybe the leaders of the company sold the company and they eliminated positions. And this could be also a boss or a CEO, like a prominent figure in the upper echelon of the company got fired. Whatever this is or whoever this was that you were working for, it looks like the foundation wasn't strong. There was some type of disaster that happened when it comes to the leadership of the company. Like the CEOs, the founders, the bosses. I just heard CFO. I don't know. I feel like Spirit is also trying to lead you towards something more stable. So if you're in a position where this is kind of nerve-wracking and you're anxious, having restlessness, sleepless nights, I'm telling you right now, if you're worried about your job, losing your job, you may get fired. But the reason why you're getting this message ahead of time is because they want you to take that leap of faith to do whatever it is that you enjoy, whatever brings you joy, whatever you love, and really think about that, because this is what's happening subconsciously. Spirit subconsciously is getting you to ask these questions. What makes you happy? What do you love to do? Who do you want to be around more every day? What would you like more of your time to be spent doing every single day? They're asking you this so you can start to do that, and then you can basically be prepared for this tower, because it's going to happen regardless. So it's like if you get this sudden urge to where I don't want to be an accountant anymore, I don't want to be customer service rep anymore, I don't want to scan groceries anymore, and you just feel miserable and you're tired of doing it, this could be a sign like, hey, okay, Spirit is trying to wake you up and show you that this is about to collapse, and this is why you're getting this urge to not want to do this anymore. Because then you're going to understand why. If that already happened, I feel like it was to protect you and save you from being in this tower when it collapsed. Right? Just think of the thing that happened back in 2001 with the planes and the buildings. I imagine that there were probably so many people who said, you know what, I just don't want to come to work today. I'm going to call out. They were sleepy. They were tired. They couldn't sleep the night before because Spirit was sparing them because they weren't meant to be in that building when those planes did what they did to the building. Or, dang, I just can't stand working at this company. I think I'm going to quit. And then boom, you get what I'm saying? But you don't hear those stories because more than likely they're, hidden. But that's what this is with your career and money. If you've been restless, if you've been tired of your job, Spirit is trying to protect you from some type of tower, whether it's literal or proverbial, so that you can protect yourself from the confusion and the chaos and the anxiety and the fear that could happen if you don't get out now. And I'm not telling you to quit your job tomorrow. That's not what I'm saying. You need to make the best decision for you and be responsible. But what I'm saying is this is the energy. Okay. And you have to take this and weigh it against your intuition, use your discernment, and figure out what spirit is trying to tell you in your own personal situation. Okay. Scorpio energy is very strong with the Tower, the Judgment, and the World. Okay. This could be actually a worldwide shutdown. There could be a government shutdown. And there could be jobs that are eliminated, like how so many people got laid off from the IRS earlier this year. And you may need to be aware of that, so that, like, there's a particular industry that is being destroyed either purposefully and strategically or just because that's the time that we're in. Okay. Now with love and relationships, we have the Page of Cups and the Six of Wands. So someone may reach out to you. Someone may call you. I feel like someone is letting you know that they're interested in you or they want to be your friend. You have someone here who is possibly very successful, or someone here who gets a lot of attention. Could be a Leo for some of you guys. Doesn't have to be. It could be a Leo or Scorpio. Maybe an Aries or a Sag, possibly a Pisces, Cancer. It's either water or fire, a water sign or a fire sign. Who either you're getting their attention or they're getting your attention. Someone could reach out to you or approach you and want to get to know you. I also feel like with this Four of Cups being here, you could be feeling nervous or disappointed because you haven't heard from someone. That's how somebody could feel about you. So vice versa, flip it, dip it, whatever y'all want to do, you're going to do it anyway. But what I'm saying is it feels that there could be a friendship here that someone feels like you're not giving enough attention to. And it may be revitalized. Like if you haven't talked to a friend of yours in a long time, or if you haven't talked to like a crush, someone who you like, someone who you're interested in a long time, they may reach out to you kind of like randomly or spontaneously and maybe catch up with you or see what you've been up to. Maybe ask you to coffee or something like that. Right? And this could be very random. It could catch you off guard. There could also be a situation here where you and another person may be a little disconnected from each other because you have decided to move in a different direction in your life. Like if you were friends with someone and all you guys did was go to the club, you may be deciding that you don't want to spend as much time in the club. And that's why y'all's friendship is kind of like disintegrating or falling apart, is because you don't really have anything else in common, or like the things that you do have in common are possibly shifting or changing for either one of you. And that could be why the situation is kind of evolving into a new phase. Okay. I also feel like there's a need to have some type of compromise when it comes to the way things are set up in your personal relationships. If somebody wants to have your undivided attention all the time, Taurus, and you have other things on your plate, but they always want you to pay attention to them, and they always feel like offended or, perturbed by the fact that you're not always calling them, talking to them, texting them, all this type of stuff, then there needs to be some type of compromise that's made. Because you shouldn't be walking around on eggshells with people because you're afraid that you're going to offend them every little thing that you do. It comes off to me like you guys are very independent. Okay? It's like this energy where you need a lot of rest, or because you're in a phase of your life where things are changing and transforming in a certain way, and you may need a lot of rest. You may need to sleep a lot. You may need to have a lot of spiritual time, prayer time, quiet time, reflective time, to breathe, time to do things to heal and fix your own life. Okay, because you're not looking for Iyanla to come in and slap you up on her TV show. You just want to try to get it together. And you may have people who you're worried about offending if you take yourself down a different path. And I feel like Spirit is trying to say, like, hey, you know, that's admirable and that's respectable and that's honorable, but you can't live your life for other people, and nor can other people live their life for you. So there's going to be someone in your personal life who's going to be trying to get your attention and get you to pay attention to them. And I feel like Spirit is trying to get you to see something about those types of dynamics so that you can balance them out in your life. Because there's an imbalanced relationship here. Even though it doesn't look like that on the surface, I feel like that's what's going on underneath the surface. Okay. And this could even be too with your family. Like, some people have very overbearing family members who come in and, you know, they kind of try to, you know, run their family member's life. You may have a sister or a brother or a mom or a dad who thinks that they're the boss of your life, and they're not. And it's like, okay, chill. Okay. Now with the subconscious or the hidden realms, we have the Six of Pentacles and the Lovers. Gemini and Scorpio is really strong in your reading, but also Leo, possibly Aquarius. We have the Lovers and the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, this is what's underneath the surface. It's like, if you're unhappy or if you're disappointed with your life, your spirit team is really trying to get you to make choices, to prioritize things that you feel are valuable, prioritize people who you know are worth it in your life every single day. I also feel like your spirit team is trying to get you to see that it's going to be a choice. It's like you have to make a choice to be happy every day. You have to make a choice to be positive and optimistic every day. You can choose to do whatever it is that you want to do in life. But circumstances and situations are going to happen. And when they happen, you have a choice of how you're going to look at it, how you're going to handle it, and what you're going to deal with when. Okay? I feel like your spirit team is drawing you towards some type of conclusion. They want you to have the outcome that you see for yourself. They want you to have the outcome that you desire. And they're pulling you in the direction that's going to lead you there. But they need for you to see that so that you can prioritize the things that they present in front of you to help guide you to this end result. You may receive some type of like bonus or some type of financial infusion to help you get through some type of obstacle with your family or with your home life. I feel like there's an obstacle that you're facing, and your subconscious, or what's going on behind the scenes, what's in the hidden realms, is showing you how to overcome these obstacles. But if you don't believe it or you don't receive it, then how can you achieve it? Period. Bars. All right. Bars. If you don't believe it and you don't receive it, how can you achieve it? Okay. What's the situation? The King of Swords. Okay. So you could be dealing with a strong Gemini, possibly Aquarius, maybe Libra. Maybe even, yeah. Strong Gemini, strong Scorpio, possibly Aquarius, Libra. Yeah. Or another Taurus. Okay, what's the King of Swords? Ten of Wands and the Eight of Wands. Yeah, somebody's communication is stressful. It's a burden, or it's just too much. Somebody wants to talk to you all the time because this person is very airy. And it really is. It really could be a Gemini, a Scorpio, or a Virgo, I feel, along with Libra, Aquarius, maybe Sagittarius even. It's like somebody's trying to get you to move quickly and force you to do things, or, you know, this is the type of people who, like, you make friends with somebody or you meet somebody and then they start inviting themselves to your house and inviting themselves to things that's going on in your life. And you kind of be like, well, I didn't really invite you, but it's hard and it becomes awkward to reject someone or tell someone no, because that's the Four of Cups too. I feel like you're struggling with telling people no. No is a full sentence. No is a full and complete sentence. Okay? Even if someone invites themselves, like you got family members who just invite themselves to your house. No, baby. Well, I'm going to be over there at this time. I didn't tell you could come over here. Or you just show up and they there. You get what I'm saying? It's like, that's what's causing a burden. That's what's stressing you out. It's either because you tell someone no and they try to overstep your boundaries, or they make it hard for you to say no by overstepping boundaries. Okay? And it's like they're causing some type of blockage to your progress. And it's because of the way they communicate, what they say, or the fact that they try to force this communication, force a friendship, force a connection. What's the advice? The Temperance. Yeah. It is something about Sagittarius energy here. You may have a strong Sagittarius placement. This person may be drawn to you because of that. I'm not sure. But the Temperance is here for your advice, which is like there needs to be balance brought to a situation. There needs to be like a slow and steady, like if you just meet somebody, Page of Cups, this could be somebody who, it's like Spirit is trying to tell you this person may be a clout chaser. Why do they want to be your friend? Why are they so forceful about, spending time with you, being your friend? Like, what is it that they expect or desire to get out of this connection? It just kind of feels like someone is overstepping boundaries and kind of stepping on your toes and, getting in the way and making it hard for you to say no, or trying to put you in positions where you feel obligated to do things for them because they did something for you, but you didn't ask for them to do it for you. And it's just it just feels convoluted. I'm getting a headache. My neck hurting. What's this Temperance for advice? Knight of Pentacles and the Justice card. See? Yeah, this is your advice. Temperance is patience, balance, making sure making sure you're not rushing, moving too fast. Justice is balance. The Knight of Pentacles is about slow movement, methodical movements, not being stagnant, but also not rushing into things. Right? It kind of feels like somebody's trying to rush you into something or force you to do something or overstep your boundaries. And it's like your advice is like, nah. Why is it that what is going on? Because you may not even realize that this person sees you in a certain way. You may not understand how this person perceives you. And what I feel like is in your relationships is like the wake up call where Spirit is like, hey, wake up. Whoever this is perceives you as the Six of Wands. Maybe they see you as popular. Maybe they see you as successful. Maybe they see you as having some type of clout, recognition, fame, success, or they see you as a winner. Right? What do they say about the winner circle? Somebody wants to be in the winner circle with you. Or they perceive you as being in the winner circle. And there's like this forceful energy where somebody is trying to kind of like strategize, because the King of Swords is a strategist mentally and communicatively, because they've done this before. This is somebody who's a clout chaser, or, somebody who's done this before. They attach to people because of what they feel like those people can do for them, or they attach to people because of what they can gain from those people. And your advice is basically telling me that Spirit is telling you that it's okay and you're justified if you tell this person no, tell this person to slow down, or put a halt to what's going on here. Okay. This could even be somebody who, you know, they want to spend a lot of time with you, or they all of a sudden they want to date you and take you out all the time. And it's like, okay, there may be a need to kind of like chill out a little bit. Cause you know, y'all know when I start to get a little, you know, I start to get a little irritated. Cause it's like, I feel like I done said it now. And Taurus, it kind of feels like you done told somebody already, like, you told this person where you stand, or you told this person what your boundary is, and they just don't care. They just don't want to accept it. Okay. Again, Gemini, Scorpio, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, Libra, Taurus, Sag, Scorpio again. Okay. What else does Taurus need to know? Legal, and it kind of came out in reverse, but it says lawyers, court, and paperwork. Make sure something is legal or a person is not a criminal. That came out a lot in the air sign readings. Tension, stressed out, migraines, worry. Established, settled, secure, and wealthy. Yeah. So there could be a criminal who's trying to get close to you, or there could be a person who's going through legal issues and it's not looking good, trying to get close to you, and they're stressed, they're worried, they're anxious. And you may not know why this person is so stressed out, but it could be because you're very settled and secure and wealthy and established in what it is that you do, and you don't know what this person is dealing with. I also feel like this may not be legal issues in like man's court. This could be like spiritual legalities that somebody is dealing with, some type of like anxiety that's coming from like decisions that they've made in their life, stress that they feel under emotionally and spiritually in their soul. Their soul is feeling disrupted, and you know, they could be attaching to you because they see a way out of those problems, or they see you as a way that they can distract themselves from those problems. This could also be a person who is, just for example, if you are in a questionable situation, they may see a benefit in helping you or attaching to you, and you need to be mindful of that, because they may not be helping you or connecting with you for a reason that's actually good for you. It may benefit them more than it benefits you. And I just did a reading about that. So apparently earth signs are dealing with that energy. That's going to come out later tonight. So be sure to like and subscribe. Turn your post notifications on, honey. Okay? It's like there's something deep within you that's telling you that you're not going to be able to give to this person every single day, or that they shouldn't be a part of your life all the time, that you're going to have to prioritize when and where and how much you allow this person into your space. Anything else Taurus needs to know? Leaving it behind, child. Leaving the past behind. Yeah. If you're dealing with any legal issues, because we do have the justice card here, and I did say something about legalities with that world card, clock it. I feel like things are going to work out in your favor. It's going to work out in a balanced way for everyone involved. But I also feel like you can't rush this either. Okay, we have rumors. There are rumors being spread. And then we have desire. Someone is desiring you. So people are talking about how you're leaving your past behind, or how you're moving forward in your life. People are talking about the progress that you're making, however big or small it may be. You're a topic of conversation for folks, Taurus. Because I feel like people are desiring you. It kind of feels like, you know how when somebody is very well known for what they do, and people find out that they are available for jobs, right? Like you open up your schedule, or, you know, just say, for example, you have people who work with celebrities doing things, and like maybe you design homes and your schedule has been booked, or you've been working under the umbrella of a corporation or company, and now you're leaving that corporation or company that you made a lot of money for. And now all these other corporations and companies are, fishing and trying to get you to sign on with them so you can start making money for them. But what is that really what you want though? Is that really going to benefit you? And that's just a metaphor because it may not be on that large of a scale. But even with the personal relationships that you have in your life right now and the people who are drawn to you and attached to you and attracted to you, right? You need to see if that's really is it really because they know you made money for other people or they know you benefited other people's lives and now they want you to benefit theirs. But do they really care about what's good for you? That's my thing. Because sometimes I don't tell people what I do, for example, because some people know that I read cards or I give people advice, right? But I get paid to do this for a living. I'm not doing it for free just because I want to do it for free. I mean, part of it, yes, these readings, y'all don't have to pay for them. But what I'm saying is, if I go around telling everybody and their mama that I read cards and I do tarot and I give people spiritual advice, you're going to have out of 10 people who I may tell that to and they know that information, I might have 3 to 5 people who are trying to get me to do that for free. And they're going to be sneaky in how they communicate. King of Swords, 8 of Wands. They may be sneaky about how they communicate with me because they don't want to pay for my services, but they want to benefit from me being a spiritual practitioner so that I can give them advice on their shit. And they may not even be doing it on purpose. You get what I'm saying? But it's a situation where you as an individual may have to be the one to say, hold on. Are you trying to get something for free? Is that why you want to be my friend? Is that why you want to date me? It goes both ways, right? People who are barbers, it's men out here who are barbers, women who are barbers, people who are beauticians, do hair, nails, whatever. And out of 10 people who know you do hair and nails, how many of those people actually come to you and be like, I need to book with you, and they pay for your services? And how many of those people try to get you to do it for free? That seems like the vibe. Because it kind of gives off that somebody wants to do something under the table, or they want to get you to do something for them, but they don't want you to know that they're getting you to do it without them having to pay for it or without them having to go through the proper channels to get whatever this is. Okay. What's the advice for Taurus? Oh my. Oh my. Okay, first we have determination. Face challenges with determination. You can achieve anything. Then you have support. Seek support. You don't have to bear everything alone. That's what you think, but you don't. You believe that you can do it by yourself, or you feel like you can do it by yourself, but you don't have to do it by yourself. Not everyone is an enemy either. I think Spirit just wants you to know, you can receive from others, and there are people out here who mean you well. But even the best leaders need a group of people supporting them. If you have questions or concerns about something going on in your life legally, reach out to a lawyer. If you need a friend to talk to, I feel like there is someone here who wants you to know that they're here for you. But I also feel like you have to put the right boundaries on situations, because there could be people who want support from you and they're determined to overstep your boundaries to get it. You may be afraid that people aren't going to support you. I think they will. I think you're going to get a lot of people that discuss what you do. Whatever this is that you enjoy doing that you're afraid to tell people about, I feel like you're going to get a lot of people talking about it, and they are going to desire to work with you, and that will help you to leave whatever this career situation is that you're tired of behind. They will want to support you. They will want to see you succeed. They'll, reach out to you and tell you about, things that people are saying positively to keep you motivated. So it's like there are two sides to this coin with the Justice card. But at the same time, it's like, let's keep all of this in mind simultaneously. so that we can make the best decisions for ourselves. Finally, we have grace. Grace is the universe's blessing. Open your heart to receive it. Yeah. There could be someone who you are judging a little bit critically when it comes to them being your friend, or when it comes to them wanting to be in your space. You could be judging them very critically, because I was super critical during this reading. You know, and if you're in a group of people, family, friends, or whoever, who really don't support you like that, it's like Spirit is trying to tell you that the more you overcome your fear of showing people who you really are and being yourself, the easier it's going to be for you to find those people who actually do support you, who actually will pay for your services and support your business and, you know, hype you up and, you know, market you just because they love you, right? It's like, don't expect anything for free from somebody else, and nobody should expect anything free from you. But the more you overcome this fear about stepping out there and putting your best foot forward and showing the reality of who you actually really are, I feel like the more genuine support you're going to receive. This is a reading where Spirit wants you to know there are people out there who will genuinely support you. But you have to show who you are in order for those people to be able to see you and identify you. Okay? Freedom says, freedom comes from inner liberation. Meditation says, meditation connects you to your inner self. Yeah. So take a little bit of time this month, maybe. You know, it's okay to take your time. It's okay not to like rush into this. You know, we ease into different seasons of our life, just like the world and nature, Mother Nature eases into the different seasons of weather. We don't just abruptly change from summer to fall or from fall to winter, right? Or I guess a better example is we don't just abruptly change from summer to winter, hot to cold. At least I don't think that's naturally what it was meant to do. Sometimes they mess with the weather and that's what happens, but it's supposed to be a gradual process. So give yourself grace. If you're nervous, if you're afraid, take baby steps. Put feelers out there. Dip a toe. Okay? Temperance. But don't stay in a box that you're uncomfortable in. Don't keep friendships or relationships that don't support you expecting for something to change, because that's not going to change anything. And I hope that helped you. So like and subscribe. If it did help you and you want to let me know and it resonated, put the comment below, okay? Book your reading. The link is below. Also, if you can donate, that would be greatly appreciated. PayPal, Venmo, or Zelle is below. I love you guys, Taurus, and I hope this helped you. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.